Hello and welcome into the Wiggly Warriors Spotlight. I'm your host, Donette Logan. It's the hit baseball players dream of, and this one got the Warriors one step closer to heading to state. Plus, racing to state. We'll introduce you to members of the mountain bike team at Thompson High School and meet a coach who says coaching for Thompson is a dream come true. That and a whole lot more after a word from our sponsors.
Classic Nail Spa is proud to be one of the best nail salons in Alabaster. We will provide excellent service with all the new trends. Come relax and pamper yourself with us today.
Go Warriors!
Brooklear Pharmacy is your hometown pharmacy offering competitive prices on prescriptions, hormone replacement therapy, compounding, medical equipment, and immunizations. Brooklear Health Mart Pharmacy, dedicated to providing the best health care for our community.
Go Warriors!
Shelby Fence Company is a name you can trust for outstanding fencing services in Shelby County and the nearby areas. We are the preferred contractor for fence installations, and you can depend on Shelby Fence Company to provide superior fencing and gate options, including chain link, aluminum, and wood.
Buying, building, or selling, you make sure you call our team, Tim Mitchell. We will help save you thousands and put money right back into the schools, right back into the classroom and your team. So go Warriors!
Doctors Chris and Angie Canales are committed to providing state-of-the-art orthodontic care for children, adolescents, and adults. Our team works closely with you to develop a treatment plan that is best suited for your orthodontic needs and lifestyle.
Go Warriors!
Welcome back to the Wiggly Warriors Spotlight. It was a dramatic win that kept the Warriors alive in the baseball playoffs. You may remember we introduced you to Michaela Holden at the start of the season. Well, now his name is one many won't forget. When Holden stepped up to the plate against Spain Park this past Saturday, the Warriors were down. But a grand slam changed that in a second.
I wasn't trying to do too much, just give my team another chance to come out and win and just carry over at bat. And to God be the glory, just gave it to me. So I'm really proud of this team, and on to round two.
So have you ever had a moment like this, a walk-off? Have you ever been a guy who delivers this?
No, sir. I never had this before, but it's a real moment. I'm just proud of these boys. I love these guys, man.
I'm very proud of them, just because they don't quit. And, these guys put a lot of work into this. It's been really hard work for 3 years, and I mean, Warriors, they're Warriors.
The Warriors now head north to face Bob Jones on Thursday. The ladies are also in the fight for a state title once again. The ladies are regional bound as they head to Albertville for the regionals that start on May 6th. This weekend, the Warriors suit up for the Mountain Bike State Championship. And if you were like me, you had no idea that this could be a full contact sport. So one thing I learned about Thompson High School, I've seen it with police escorts, we have a mountain bike team. I don't know if you guys knew that. I was unaware, and we have a few of the guys here with us today. Let's start with you introducing yourself. Go ahead.
I'm Eli Wagner. I'm Ansley O'Neill.
Parker Ray. Nathan Day.
So the first question is kind of a very basic question. What is mountain biking? We're going to start with you.
So mountain biking is a sport where you compete by your age groups and your gender, and you basically just race for either 5 miles up to like almost 20 miles. It's about like an hour and a half, and it's a cross-country course.
Which is, they have lots of little things to jump over.
Yeah,
that's why
you have hills, rocks.
And now the tires on these bikes are larger.
Yes, ma'am.
Explain why.
Well, they're larger because we're going over, you see your typical road bike has little skinny tires on it, but your mountain bike is going to have bigger tires because we're going over bigger terrain and rougher terrain.
Now, something I did not realize is there are colleges that have this. So you guys can race in college as well.
Yes.
Many opportunities and scholarships.
And I had no idea. Even right here in Montevallo, they have them. Mm-hmm. And you guys have had members who go, I guess, who went and done that as well?
One has gone to Montevallo and one went to North Carolina.
So, Eli, you're the youngest one on the team here with us. I have to ask you, what is it like on a Saturday being during race day?
It's you just get up, race.
You're there all day, then.
Yeah, you're there all day. You get to just start your weekend off with racing, and then next day you have a full day.
Now, you guys have what's called the pit zone?
Mm-hmm.
Tell me a little bit about that.
So the pit zone is basically where all the teams set up their stuff. They have their bikes, their supplies, anything you need to be able to race.
Now, last week I talked about you guys making an entrance. you have a police escort. When you guys come in to, I have to imagine you kind of feel like the big dogs coming into the mat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So how did that start?
Well, I think we have a person on our team who kind of does a lot with the police academy and police department and everything. So he kind of got us, since it was a local race, it was at Montevallo this past weekend or 2 weekends ago. So he kind of got us to where he would pull the trailer and like do the sounds and everything and escort us basically to the race 2 weekends ago.
Which is kind of awesome. Now you guys have state this weekend.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us a little bit how that works, Parker.
Well, so we'll get there and we'll pre-ride on Friday and Saturday and start to know the course. Then it gets to Sunday and it'll come our race time, and there's a point system, and you'll just get more points, and there'll be a state champion named for teams and for riders, individual riders.
And I think you mentioned something that you get there and you get to know the course. How do y'all practice for this? Because you probably don't know all the course you're going to ride at. So how do you guys practice?
So the best way to practice is do an overhaul, which is why it's so great we live so close to Oak Mountain.
Yeah.
Because Oak Mountain has anything and everything you could encounter in a race. It's got hills, it's got rough terrain, it's got everything.
Now, I have heard that you guys also do some spin classes.
Yes.
Why do that? Why not be on the bikes?
So spin class is a great alternative for, like, let's say it's raining outside and you need to get more miles in that day, and we have great instructors that instruct us, and it helps build our endurance also to help stay on the bike, because for us, you're going through like 10, 15 miles at full on like speed, and so it's best to get like endurance and just get better like your strength to like climb up hills and go faster.
Eli, what do you think is the hardest thing about this sport?
When you're starting out, I'd say the downhill is harder than uphill.
Really? See, I would think it's the opposite way.
The uphill isn't hard because you can just go down in gear, and it's easy to climb hills. But the downhills, you have to go slow and maneuver through the turns and stuff. So it's more harder when you start.
So I have to ask you all, because I've tried this before and it wasn't pretty. I had some crashes. Have y'all all had crashes on your bikes?
Yes. Everyone wrecks.
I need to know like some of the biggest crashes y'all had.
One of my biggest crashes was when I first started mountain biking. I broke my arm.
Oh, wow.
And I ended up killing the nerves in my left calf permanently. And what's funny is that crash actually got me into mountain biking because I wanted to be able to stop wrecking like that.
That's one way. You prove the point of just keep going, don't let it stop you. Do you have a crash?
Towards the start of this season, we were on a training ride in Oak Mountain and I hit a root and centered a tree with the top of my head, and no concussion, no big injuries, but my bike was quite injured. So
these are severe crashes. I did not expect.
Mine was at Tenny Hill. It wasn't an ACA race. It was an like off-season type of race, and it was at night. And I was going downhill, and I had a light on top of my helmet, but I turned a corner, and there was a tree right in front of me, and I didn't slow up enough, so I kind of hit the tree head on.
So I was riding at Oak Mountain, and there was a little jump that I tried to hit, but little did I know there was kind of like a tree right to the right that I did not see, so hit the jump and went right into the tree.
And people think football's dangerous. Y'all were hitting like trees. I had no idea it was that kind of sport, a full contact sport actually with Mother Nature, it seems like.
We don't get pads.
No, that's right.
Get a helmet.
Well, guys, you've kind of taught us a little bit more about mountain biking, and I appreciate it. And is there a way that people can kind of watch you guys or kind of keep up what you're doing this weekend?
Through Instagram at Thompson. I think it's Thompson Mountain Biking.
Okay.
Or come out to a race venue. You can check the ACA's Instagram, which is the Alabama Cycling Association, and they'll have all the information you need to get there.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for coming on. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
The Mountain Bike State Championship takes place this weekend at Taney Hill. As the Warriors fight for those championship rings on the diamond and the trails, the football team is hard at work on the gridiron. Practice is underway for the 4-time state champs as they work to prepare for their season opener in August. This year, they have practices open for the public and recruiters. The next ones open are tomorrow, Friday, May 3rd, and then on Monday, May 6th. Practice starts at 3:15. When we come back, we head to the weight room with the Thompson volleyball team. Plus, we introduce you to a new coach on the mats for the Thompson wrestling team. That and a whole lot more after a word from our sponsors.
Since 1980, Mr. Bug's Pest Control has remained one of Alabama's top pest control companies. From residential to commercial, we always strive to embrace our industry's latest and most current technology. We provide our customers peace of mind by knowing their pest and termite control needs are met.
Hi, I'm Jacob with Duck Doctor USA. If you would like a healthier home, give us a call today at 205-980-0800 or check us out on the web at duckdoctorbirmingham.com.
Duck Doctor says, "Go Warriors!"
Care Direct Pharmacy has been proudly serving the Alabaster community since 2015. We're a full-service retail pharmacy, but specialize in compounding and work directly with your physician to customize treatment and care. We even have a unique gift shop.
Go Warriors!
Exit Realty, selling properties, not promises.
From Exit Realty,
Go Warriors!
Expect Care is unique because it's faith-based, it's family-owned, very family-oriented, and we base our values off of just working together as a family.
Welcome back to the Weekly Warrior Spotlight. So question, how fast can you run a mile? Well, the ladies of the Thompson wrestling team have their own expectations of running a mile.
What are you going to get on the mile?
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
7:50. What are you going to get on the mile?
6 minutes!
What did you get on the mile?
Get that phone on my face.
What did you get on the mile?
10:03.
What are you going to get on the mile?
4!
What'd you get, Steve?
9:05.
What are you going to get on the mile?
7 minutes.
What'd you get, Natalie?
9:33.
What are you going to get on the mile?
2 minutes. 9:05.
What are you going to get on the mile?
5 minutes!
What was your time?
5:04.
Some of those ladies may want to consider running track as well. As the wrestling team goes through spring workouts, there's a new assistant coach out there with them. One who says being a Thompson Warrior coach is a dream come true. I always like to talk to the coaches that are not the head coach because I think people forget it takes a team for these kids in these sports. Coach Turner joins me now. And Coach, you're new coaching at Thompson. Tell us a little bit of how you got here.
I've known Coach Pike and Coach Wilson for my entire athletic career, so it was kind of a no-brainer just because of all the experience they have and kind of the, obviously what they've done here already before me, but it's just been an amazing, experience. I've just been very grateful because, obviously they're some of the best coaches in the state, so I got to pick from their brain every day, so it's just very, very unique, I guess.
And they do have a successful program that's known, I think, everywhere because wrestling is bigger up north, but you actually wrestled in college. What do you think, in Georgia too, which kind of shocked me a little bit, how do you think the program here compares to one in college?
Just being around college programs, we don't train any different from how a college program would train. So a lot of the things I did in college we're doing here in this room for high schoolers. So it was a good experience to, show me the, higher ropes of wrestling, but being able to come back here and they're doing the exact same thing. So it's kind of very comfortable, I guess.
Now you're one of the younger coaches, which I would feel was kind of relatable to some of the guys. Do you feel that's kind of helped you kind of come in and bond with them?
Definitely. Being closer to their age. We joke around. We all know different memes and things that we kind of talk about, but it's a lot easier to kind of bond with them and get real information out of them versus if they talk to Welton, who might scare them. I try not to scare them too much.
Yeah, they need good cop, bad cop in a way.
Yeah, 100%. I'm the good cop for sure.
Now, obviously, the goal with any athlete or any team is to get a championship, but I know coaches are looking for more in those athletes. It's not always about did they make it to the podium. What would you consider being a successful season for an athlete away from winning a championship?
Everybody has a different path to, their end goal, regardless if it's state champ or just, being on the team. So being consistent with your work ethic. Obviously we work very hard. We just started, 6 a.m.s and it was 2 weeks away from state tournament we just had. So, just being able to come in every day and be consistent with our work ethic, to climb back for our 10th state title. So I think it's just been, getting them to realize that our standards are high, but it's because of a certain reason.
Yeah, for this reason.
Absolutely.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. When we come back, we'll give you the DL on the volleyball team. You're watching the Weekly Warrior Spotlight.
Consign Design offers friendly fashion with new and previously loved designer and boutique items at a great price. Clothing, shoes, accessories, we've got it all. Interested in becoming a consigner? Just visit our website. It's easy, and we'd love to welcome you into the family.
Go Warriors!
Leave It to Weaver has taken over monograms and more. Now Scott Weaver and his team can do all of your favorite embroidery, vinyl, and sublimation projects. And if it's upholstery you need, Leave It to Weaver is the only place to go.
Go Warriors!
Better Lawn and Gardens. We're located right here in Alabaster. We specialize in weed control and fertilizing, landscape lighting, lawn maintenance, and landscaping. We love serving our neighbors in Alabaster. Reach out for your free quote.
Hi, this is Cherie Hickey with Warrior Wellness Group, your go-to mental health provider here in Alabaster, Alabama. We service ages 6 to 99, both individual and family. Come find your inner strength here with us at Warrior Wellness Group.
Go Warriors!
It's now time for the DL on the Warriors, and this week it's all about volleyball. You've heard the championships are built in the off-season. Well, the volleyball team is hitting the weight room hoping to prove that true. And as spring workouts get underway, for the Warriors, several of them are getting different honors as well. These 5 ladies were just inducted into the Alabaster Teen Council, and they're also on the volleyball team. Senior Alexa Fulcher has learned she earned the UAB Presidential Scholarship, and junior middle block Hannah Drexel just announced her commitment to Wallace State. Don't forget, you can get on the courts with the Warriors for their Warrior Youth Volleyball Camp of Champions, which starts on July 9th. You can register on the Go fan page. That's going to do it for us here on the Weekly Warrior Spotlight. We hope to see you next week right here on Alabaster Living TV. And thank you guys for joining us each and every week and our sponsors who make this show possible.